Hi everyone, Steve Gonzer, physical therapist and chief analyst at RunSmartOnline.com. I'm going to cover in this video something that kind of annoys me in the clinic, and I see all too often is people doing these exercises that you're really not getting the maximum benefit because you're doing them in the way that we used to do them forever ago, and they don't really mimic sport, they don't mimic life, and one of which is lunges and the other which is squats. So I'm going to show you some variations of what you can do. Generally what we find is, you're going to pull up some information on strength exercises for runners, and you're going to see all this stuff in there, and they're going to teach you all this stuff for lunging. Like for example, they'll have you coming down and coming back up, dropping that knee to the ground. But what sport really mimics that perfect lunge? Not many. It's a good test to see how strong you are and see if you're balanced just with a simple motion, but no one plays basketball and goes, I got it. There's no like perfect sport where you're moving like that. So that's why I want to change up how you think about your lunging and how you do your lunging, because ultimately you should be looking to turn on your glutes, right? Your hip muscles, your strong hip muscles, because our knees are usually strong enough. We have this muscle imbalance for most runners where their quads are strong but their butt is weak. So there's small variations that you can do. If you're already doing lunges, there's small variations that you can change to give yourself more activation of your glute muscles. So I'll show you with a kettlebell in a minute as I get ready to shoot RunSmart Prime, but one of the biggest things you can do is just tip your chest forward. And this is where so many people are missing out. When you think about any sport, baseball, basketball, anything, when people go down to get stuff, they get the whole body involved. They bring the chest down. And that's what loads the glutes. So instead of your standard lunge that everyone's doing like this, hanging on to dumbbells and medicine balls and things, take this standard lunge, keep yourself upright a little bit more. This looks like the running motion a little bit more, doesn't it? Because we're looking like we're at push-off phase. And instead, tip the chest forward and do some reaching. Just by getting that chest forward, you're gonna load the glute and be able to push back up. So we're here and back up versus like that. That little chest forward is huge. If you want to make it a little bit harder, you can hold on to some weights. I recommend either a medicine ball or a kettlebell. I'll be showing a little bit more about this in my upcoming program, RunSmart Prime, but you can hang on to the kettlebell, and then what you can start doing is making things a little bit more dynamic. So you can do your standard lunge as you tip forward to get that glute to load and come back up. But then what you can start doing is doing multi-angle lunges. So you can do your forward with the chest, tip forward. You can do your 45. And you can do lateral. You can get all these different planes, always getting that chest forward. If you want to make it even harder, you can add some rotation. You can add some tipping with it. All these things are going to load you a little bit differently. They're smarter lunges and they're better for you. So I really encourage you to rethink of how you do your lunges. The other thing I like to talk about real quick is squatting. So many people are so poor at their squats and they're doing them in the gym, but they're just awful. So the big thing is making sure that you get your butt back. So hinging from the hip, drive that butt backwards and come back up, push the butt backwards and back up. Too many people are just dropping their knees down, they're doing this to the ground. You want to load those glutes, get the chest forward, the butt back. Same thing here. You can start adding a little bit of a weight to it. You can start adding some rotation to it. All these things are gonna load your glutes, load your body a little bit differently, and they're gonna benefit your running. If you're looking for full workouts that include these lunges, that include these squats, they'll show you how to do it. Take a look at the link down below. I linked to BaseSix Bootcamp, which is a 6-week, 12 workout program that incorporates a lot of these lunges. It's certainly gonna get you more sore. It's gonna show you how to use your muscles, the way you use them when you run. You're gonna be stronger and faster because of it.